Guys, drive home tonight with Bushy and we're going to discuss Sheffield Wednesday. Now, I did say the other day that I thought Sheffield Wednesday should just accept the points deduction, stop moaning about it. But it got me thinking. I thought I'd look into this a little bit deeper because obviously being a Rotherham fan, usually you sort of enjoy your rivals sort of struggling, and I can't really say I am enjoying what I'm seeing with this Sheffield Wednesday sort of incident. I mean, those fans have suffered enough for me this season. Points deduction. All the best players got stripped by Chansiri. He did a final sweep of the club and got rid of the best players, sold them, and then he sailed off into the sunset. And then obviously they get relegated, and you think, better days are ahead. So they go into administration, you think somebody's going to purchase the club, and then the club, live happily ever after. However, that man is still killing the football club. The EFL are an utter disgrace. Does it surprise you with the EFL? Not for me. I mean, people blame Sky for, ruining football, but they took the money from Sky. It's the EFL that still changed the games to ridiculous times so people can't get to them, just so they can show it on Sky. They're a real horrible organisation. And I think football fans should stick together against the EFL, because I just think they're an utter disgrace. The quick to hand fines out, point deductions, unless you're Man City, of course, they're probably getting a backhander there. And this wouldn't surprise me if there was a backhander from Chansiri with the EFL, because I just don't get it. The guy didn't pay wages, he didn't pay his staff. Good people, were out of money, out of pocket at critical times in their life, and he didn't care. He's neglected the football club for years and years, and the fans are the ones suffering. Ridiculous ticket prices Sheffield Wednesday have had to pay in the process of that. So I just think it's an utter disgrace. I also think punishing them with another 15 points is just a joke. They should have given it them this season, so at least next season the owners have a fair crack of the whip. And it's like buying a house. You go and buy an house at an auction because the person hasn't paid the rent. However, you buy the house, you get a good deal at auction, and then you get an email and it says, oh, the owner that didn't pay the mortgage wants his money back. Well, he wants a couple of million, as a golden handshake. Well, he didn't pay his mortgage. He shouldn't be getting absolutely anything. And that's what's happening with Sheffield Wednesday. It's ridiculous that he should be getting anything. And Sheffield Wednesday shouldn't be getting further sanctions for that could ruin their takeover. It could. I think they've said they're still going to go ahead with it, which is admirable, but I don't think it should be anything with a 15-point deduction and further sort of having to give money to that guy that has basically ruined the football club. And then I'm going to get stick from Rotherham fans. They're going to say, oh, you're a secret Sheffield Wednesday fan. No, I'm just a football fan, and I think every football fan should do the same. We should all stick together and stand against the EFL. That what's happening, because if this club wasn't as big as Sheffield Wednesday, trust me, they could end up going to the wall if it was a smaller club than what Sheffield Wednesday are. And for me, if they do get this 15-point deduction, I will be cheering Sheffield Wednesday on and hope that they actually get promoted next season, because I just think it's an injustice, and it's not my team, and I'm getting passionate about it. So God only knows what the Sheffield Wednesday fans make of this, because it's just not right. And I just thought, I can't sit back and pick fun of Sheffield Wednesday. I know their fans, you know, dislike me and, you know, come after me at times, but they have got a great fan base, and I've always said they've got a great fan base. So yeah, I just think it should be justice for Sheffield Wednesday against the EFL, because the EFL, you know, there'll be some gimp at the EFL getting some sort of backhander from this, you know, charade of a sort of situation. Chansiri should absolutely never be involved in football again. That's my take on it anyway, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially if you're not a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Do you stand with Sheffield Wednesday, or are you just going to carry on, you know, being a jerk just because you don't like Sheffield Wednesday? Because for me, I think as football fans, we all should see what's going wrong here, and that the EFL is no longer fit for purpose.